Hello, friends. Our practice this morning is going to help attune your presence with the earth underneath you. It's also going to help to awaken a sense of connection that you have with your body and with the physical world. We're going to connect with our root, your root, which helps to ground you in your stability in life, whether it is your basic needs or emotional needs. So this practice is meant to help center you, help you feel rooted, to help you with a sense of compassion, self-compassion, and lastly, to enjoy your practice. For our practice this morning, if you have a yoga block, that may come in handy, as well as a folding chair, preferably with no arms, which we'll be using for a couple of postures. So we're going to go ahead and begin. Coming onto our mat, let's begin in mountain posture. So firmly grounding our feet into the earth. Let's feel from our inner arches to our outside edges in each of our toes, feeling every bit of the earth below you. Let's just begin with connecting with our breath, reaching into a state of stillness through that connection. So placing your hand either onto your belly, onto your chest, wherever you feel most anchored with feeling your breath. Taking a big, deep breath in, lifting and lengthening through your spine, and breathing out, either through your mouth or through your nose. We'll repeat that once again, breathing in and exhaling out. Beautiful. So from mountain, let's continue. With our feet planted into the ground, feeling that sense of security, that sense of safety as the earth supports you. Just begin to roll your shoulders back and down, growing long through your spine. Hands, fingers reach down towards the earth. Let's feel the unshakable characteristic of the mountain. Let's feel that we can be unmovable and strong with whatever comes in our way. Alright, so from mountain, placing our hands towards our heart center. Let's sweep our arms out to the side on our next in-breath, reaching to both sides. And then as we exhale, one arm over the other, as if you're giving yourself a hug, leg hug, and that out breath. Sweeping our arms wide once again, deep breath in. We'll exhale, place our opposite arm on top this time. Exhale. Let's repeat that. Sweeping our arms wide open, feeling your front body widen and shining your heart forward. Exhale. Right arm over left. Sweeping once again, wide, heart shining forward, left arm on top. We're going to come into chair posture from here. So from chair, with our feet again hip width apart, let's begin to bend our knees. And as we bend our knees, we're going to lower our hips down towards the earth, allowing our torso to shift forward above our tops of our legs. remembering to keep our spine long. Okay, we can place our hands towards our heart center, feeling that connection with the earth, feeling it support you. You can also place a yoga block in between into your inner thighs to draw and energize your muscles. Holding it here a few breaths. You can also raise our arms out in front of us to lessen any strain in the shoulders or arms. If you'd like to take it further, you can raise your arms up towards bringing your upper arms towards your ears. Okay, so drawing that belly inward, activating here as well. And on that next in-breath, lifting back up and exhaling, arms back down. And repeat that once more to reach a deeper sensation in that posture. So I invite you to place your hands in a different position, or if it felt comfortable to stay in the same place, that's fine too. So lowering down, torso tilts forward, hands can even be placed towards your heart center. Feeling through all corners of your feet, the earth below. Also feeling the earth pushing back. Couple breaths here. Feeling our quadriceps becoming engaged. Great. Lifting up on your next in-breath and exhaling back down. Let's now come into a half forward fold. You can use your chair, you can use your block. And from here, let's hinge from our hips forward. Our back stays long, placing our hands onto the chair or onto a block. Our crown of our head draws forward and our hips draw back. A few breaths here in forward, half forward fold. On that in-breath, return back up and back towards mountain. Okay. So we'll come also into our chair lunge. Let's use our chair here and placing our hands onto our hips, let's lift our right foot onto our seat. And feel free to adjust your stance, allowing your knee to just run the same line as your ankle. Lowering our tailbone down towards the earth. Our right hip draws back and our left hip draws forward so that our hips continue to face forward and our hips drop down towards the earth. You can hold on to your chair from the seat back if that feels better for you. Feeling that stretch through your hips and also running the length of your back leg. Great. Let's go ahead and push back and lower that leg down. Let's bring it to our second side. Placing that foot onto the chair, to the seat, and then adjusting, lowering hips, sinking them down towards the earth, aligning and balancing your hips, and hands can be placed wherever they feel comfortable. Allowing our head, neck, shoulders to run the length of our spine, all the way down to the heel of our back leg. Let's hold it here for a few breaths. From here, let's push off on the next breath in and release. And we're going to come into warrior one. Let's turn our chair around if you'd like to use the chair for support. We're going to come into warrior one. And I'll actually, foot and a half or so, standing foot and a half or so behind your chair. Let's step back with our left foot about a foot and a half to 2 feet. Let's balance the pressure that we have between both feet as our hips continue to face forward. So firmly distributing our weight, we can place our hands towards our heart center. If it feels better for you, you can come into arms out to the side or to its full expression, arms up towards the sky. I'm going to keep my hands towards my heart center. Continue to lengthen through the crown of your head, pushing away through the earth. Tailbone just lightly tucked under and belly tucked into your back. Feeling your strength. Now let's step that back foot, join our front, and we'll bring it to our second side. And I'll just turn this around a moment. Okay. So standing from behind, let's step our second foot back. Feeling that even distribution of your weight. And then bending that front knee just a bit, hips facing forward. Let's continue in holding our warrior one. Great. Lowering our arms back down, stepping our foot forward. We're going to come into our eagle posture. This is where a block will come in handy. From eagle, or starting in mountain, feet firmly planted. Let's cross our right leg over our left. You could use a yoga block. If you feel more comfortable, you could come into similar to what we did in chair posture without crossing. We're going to raise our arms up, shoulder height, as we begin to sink and bend our knees down. Let's cross our left over our right. Torso may tilt forward a bit, but continuing to lengthen through your spine, holding it here for a few breaths. Feeling your strength in eagle. If you'd like, you can touch the backs of your hands, or even taking a step further, intertwining your hands. Your choice. And stepping back up, lowering that leg down, we'll bring it to our second side. Let's place cross over, right, or left over right. Reach our arms forward on that next breath in, and our right will cross over our left this time. Holding it here a few breaths in eagle posture. Great. Rising back up. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders forward, up, back, and down, and counterclockwise, and reach our arms behind us to stretch through our front body, You then place your hands to your lower back or palms face each other. A few breaths here. And release. We're going to come into seated, either back on your chair, if you'd like, or onto your yoga mat. We're going to take a moment here to finish off our practice. So beginning to in your easy seated posture, making that connection with your hips and your bones, coming in touch with the earth. Taking a moment here to feel how this practice has benefited you. I'm going to read a quick poem, an Ut prayer. Feel free to soften your gaze or you can close your eyes. Earth, teach me stillness as the grasses are stilled with light. Earth, teach me suffering as the old stones suffer with memory. Earth, teach me humility as blossoms are humbled with beginning. Earth, teach me caring as a mother who succors her young. Earth, teach me courage as the tree which stands all alone. Earth, teach me limitation as the ant which crawls on the ground. Earth, teach me freedom as the eagle which soars in the sky. Earth, teach me resignation as the leaves which die in the fall. Earth, teach me generation as the seed which rises in the spring. Earth, teach me to forget myself as melted snow forgets its life. Earth, teach me to remember kindness as dry fields weep with rain. Thank you for sharing your practice with me this morning. Deep gratitude.